The positive charges reside in the atomic magnetic orbits, but not in the nuclei. Friends, one of the basic points of my atomic model, mainly because it is contrary to the current one, is that electromagnetic charges develop and they are located in the magnetic fields that surround the nucleus and not inside the nuclei. By logic and by observation, magnetic fields and electric charges are interdependent on each other, and therefore it would be incongruent for them to be separated, independent and located in different places in the atom. But there is also compelling and unappealable evidence and observations that demonstrate this, and the thing is that electrons, with negative charges, are always attracted, and are always rotating on the atomic orbits of the periphery. What possibility would the electron of a hydrogen atom that gives up and undergoes 1,000 chemical reactions have of always returning to its orbit and never to its nucleus if it were positive? Well, none of course. Therefore, it is clear and logical that the magnetic fields contain the positive electromagnetic orbits. Regarding the supposed loss of energy of a moving charge, it would be if this charge, electron, is moving through a circuit formed by atoms whose electrical state has to change in each transfer from one to another, but it will never lose energy if this electron is captured, held, and forced to move along a positive orbit of an atom. And the same at the star level. Each star creates its magnetic fields, with its perfectly established magnetic orbits, which in turn align and couple with the well-defined magnetic fields that the planets also have. If these stellar magnetic fields and their corresponding stationary and well-defined magnetic orbits did not exist, these planets would end up falling sooner or later on their solar centers. Therefore, it seems clear that at both the atomic and stellar levels, it is the magnetic fields and forces that organize and dominate the cosmic structuring, and of course in the same way and with the same structural laws. Well, now let's look at the test of permanent magnets. A permanent magnet is a crystalline and static structure of the atoms that compose it, which have been polarly aligned, north-south, and maintained in that position by the characteristics and crystalline properties of the component material. Each of the magnetic lines of these magnets represents the sum of the equivalent magnetic lines that contain each of their component atoms. In this drawing, real photo, of a permanent magnet, the magnetic lines of the atoms are observed, with north-south polar alignment, which shows us how the structure and magnetic fields of the atoms behave. As we see the same as in the stars. Therefore, there is no coincidence with the orbital structure proposed by quantum mechanics. However, the interested imposition of today's great scientific institutions has more power than the simple physical observation of events. Well, when atomic and stellar nuclei rotate on themselves, spin, these magnetic fields drag and place the orbitals in equatorial rotation over said nuclei.